Guys, I am driving to Middlefield, Ohio, and this is going to be one of these special editions of Ohio Woodburner. This is a friend of mine who has left his full-time employment to chase his dream. Not just one, though. He's got a lot of things going on. He has this little shop with a little faux fireplace in it, and he wanted some firewood to make a display. So I thought, what the heck, I'll bring you up some, and maybe you can get to know him and see what he's got going on. So the weather's just awful outside. We're getting rain and snow and wind and sleet, and I wasn't able to do my intro from outside of the car. So that explains what's going on here. But hang tight, and we're gonna be up here in no time. Here we go. Guys, I am here. I got my bundle of firewood. We're going to be taking it inside. I'm going to introduce you to Chris. He is the owner of this coffee shop, and he's got a really cool story, and it's firewood related. Oh, this weather is terrible. Guys, I am here, and I am going to introduce you to my friend Chris, who is the owner of this coffee shop, Grand River Grounds. Are you going to just let me stand here and hold this firewood?
Yeah, or let me hold it.
Okay, much better. Okay, so Chris is setting the wood off to the side, and guys, we are here at Grand River Grounds, and I want to introduce you to my good friend Chris.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Chris is the owner, and we've known each other now for a while. Our children are the same ages. They all grew up together. They all were in sports and after-school curricular activities.
Yes.
So I've known you for a while, and I've always known you to be a entrepreneurial mindset, right?
Yeah, that's right.
This guy is got a lot going on, and his newest venture are these coffee shops. So this is the first one, but now you're up to two.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to something else that he's done here with this. But, you know, Chris is a firewooder. He heats his house with wood. He has a Hardy H2.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is it that all the good-looking guys in our area heat their houses with Hardys?
We love warm houses.
Yeah. Yeah, so, in fact, I think when we first met, the very first thing I did, I borrowed your log splitter off.
That's right. Yeah, I lent him his first log splitter, right? By the way, Joe, when are you going to bring that back?
So anyhow, guys, yeah, so Chris, he is one of the busiest, hardest working people I know. He started, well, he lives kind of like on a century farm, you know, with a century home that he remodeled. He had a barn that he remodeled practically by himself, and I mean raising it off the foundation, building a new foundation for it and setting, okay, it's a beautiful looking barn. He's into real estate. You buy and sell houses. You're a landlord. You are a fishing charter.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And now you're into these coffee shops. But guys, while all this was going on, Chris was a, how many years were you?
21.
21-year algebra teacher at our local school district.
Right.
So he, I'm serious, this guy never sleeps. So you have gotten so big that you had made the big choice. What have you just done recently, Chris, that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yeah, so as Joe mentioned, I taught algebra for 21 years at the school, and you know, all these different things, entrepreneurial type of ideas, trying to get everything going and keep it running well. I decided not to go back to school this year, so it's the first time in 49 years that I wasn't back at school.
You are playing hooky.
That's right.
We're going to turn you into the truant officer, Chris. So you have quit your full-time career as a school teacher. Yeah. Okay, so I got to ask. I like the coffee shop, guys. You can smell the coffee in here. It smells great. When did you start thinking of this off-ramp of retiring from school and then just pursuing your individual efforts?
Yeah, so it was, for me, it was just time to move on. Like I needed to do something new. Like as Joe mentioned, there's a lot of things that I've been involved in, and I guess I tend to get bored. Like I like to learn new things and try new things.
Yeah.
And so that's where we were. So it's a difficult decision. You got to find something, and you don't have to love what you're doing. I don't think. I mean, it's nice to love what you're doing, but do something that needs done, and then learn to love it. I mean, that's where we're at. So I've done all these different things. So it's a tough choice to move on, but
I'll bet
sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah. Have you considered giving up heating your house with wood?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
Not gonna happen.
All right. Well, we can still be friends then.
That's right.
We're in Middlefield, Ohio, and you have 2 coffee shops now. Where's your second location?
So this one in Middlefield. So my sister has been baking for about 20 years, 18, 20. I don't know the number, but custom cakes, wedding cakes, cupcakes, high-end type of stuff. And so we decided to open a coffee shop in Middlefield, Ohio.
All right.
And so then we were sourcing beans. So one thing I wanted to do, I didn't want to buy from a big supplier. Like I wanted to find somebody local roasting. And we found a coffee shop in Geneva called Scribblers Coffee Company.
So Geneva is a city that's on the lake. It's up on Lake Erie. It's
the Great Lake Erie.
Yeah, it's just east of Cleveland, right on the shores of Lake Erie.
Yep. And it was one of the first vacation destinations for people in Ohio, and it's grown into a pretty cool place. If you're around, you should go visit.
Yeah, Geneva is a neat town. It's and then Geneva on the Lake,
yep,
which is next to it. That's the name of the town, Geneva on the Lake. It's kind of one of these historic towns. You feel like went into that Dirty Dancing movie, you know, that era with the architecture, and it's right on the lake. Very charming town. So you were up there.
That's awesome. We're up there. It's about 40 minutes from here. So the gentleman and his wife that were running that place, in his 80s, we were getting beans from him. And as I got to know him better, I had said, hey, listen, if you want to sell this place, you know, I'd be interested in buying it. Mm-hmm. And he goes, oh, yeah, we're ready to retire. So it all kind of worked out over the course of several months to get everything through. But
so you're up to 2 coffee shops now. Okay, but, guys, it didn't stop there, because purchasing this coffee shop opened up another opportunity.
That's right. So they were roasting beans up there.
Coffee beans.
Coffee beans. Right. So you get in green beans, and then you roast them. It's a whole process. Maybe we'll look at that another time. But I figured we might as well buy part of the supply chain, and that's what we.
So your coffee is your coffee.
Yep, it's our coffee.
Okay, that's awesome. So, and the coffee shops, they're established. You have employees. You have a good client base here. Both of them are doing pretty good.
Yep.
All right. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, one of the girls set out our logs already.
You got the firewood out? Yeah, it looks great. I remember this is a very good run of logs. This is log 17A-3 through 9. Yeah. Okay, and you have a faux fireplace here. That looks nice.
Yes, sir.
So this is just like a nice little area to sit in down here, huh?
Yep, for sure.
So the coffee shop in Geneva is called Scribblers.
Yep.
Okay.
Scribblers.
These are your roasted coffees. Then you're selling them here, but they're also available online.
Yep, correct. That's for sure.
Okay. So what are we looking at here? You got cash register, you got cupcakes, you got a coffee bar back here.
Yeah, all the good stuff. Like, you know, all the syrups. We can make all the fancy lattes. You know, the espresso machine. All this stuff costs a lot good money.
Yeah. And these are the cupcakes that your sister makes?
Yep, we have cupcakes. You know, there's lemon blueberry, Reese's Pieces, Ho-Ho, Elvis, almond raspberry, vanilla sprinkle. Cool stuff.
Did you say Elvis? This is a family affair, but you also employ others, right?
Yes, right.
So you have your daughters that work in here, and then you employ a lot of the local people from the community here as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And full disclaimer here, guys, Chris's son is one of my high school helpers that stack wood for me, and he's got the same energy and work ethic that this guy. The apple doesn't fall too far from the... one day, maybe your son will be able to elevate to stacker 3rd class.
Yeah,
all right.
That's right. He's been wanting that Employee of the Month shirt. He has not got it yet.
Yeah, well, it's going to take a lot for him to win Employee of the Month. But you know, if there's anyone that could do it, it might be him.
Yeah.
So, Chris, I am liking it. I'm smelling it in here. I really just feel at home. I like the fireplace. I think the firewood's going to look really cool over there.
I agree.
World-class firewood.
Yes.
But you think maybe I could get something to drink while I'm here?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Hey, here's Grace. Let's have her make you something.
Oh, Grace. So,
what can I get for you today?
I would like a double soy chai latte with a turbo twist and a half Schwarzenegger.
Okay. I think I can maybe do something like that.
Okay.
I'll have it out
all
for you in
right.
just a
Well,
second.
I'll be right here. Okay. Okay, we're watching. We're critiquing every move that you make.
Mix it the espresso with the chocolate powder.
And don't forget the Turbo Twist Schwarzenegger, okay?
Right.
So, yeah, what kind of artwork is that, Grace? Is that just like a stick of firewood, I guess?
Yes,
okay.
exactly. That was the idea.
Okay. Okay, so what do we got here, Grace?
All right, we've got your triple soy chai with the twist.
Black coffee. Okay, got it. Good coffee.
Good, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Oh, I see Dan from Back 40 was here. Chris, guys, I told you before, Chris is a firewooder. Chris, and then you've been heating that house for a long time with a Hardy.
Yes.
How old is that Hardy?
That Hardy is 22 years old.
22 years. Have you had any major breakdowns with it?
No.
Just some little odds and ends?
Yeah, little stuff.
How about the blower motor? Is it the original?
I did replace one blower motor.
Really? Mine's the original.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Oh, I told you this before. My grates are original.
Are they really?
I have not changed the grate.
I broke 1,000.
I know, you told me that.
I broke 1,000 grates. I don't know how you've done that, because not this guy. All right, so you also have a pretty impressive lineup of saws. What's your favorite chainsaw, Chris?
Oh, I don't have what you have, Joe, but the Husqvarna 390.
Yeah.
XP, love it.
Husqvarna, very good saw. I once sold you a Poulin chainsaw. Do you still have that?
About that saw. I think that one may have gotten run over by the tractor.
So how many cords of firewood do you burn a year?
That's another good question. We just make it and burn it. I don't know.
You have no idea.
Yeah, no idea.
Uh-huh.
Is it 10, 12? What do you burn? It's probably similar.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm about the same way. In and out, you know. Yeah. So I had a call the other day from my good friend Log Hauler, Jesse, and he said, he says, I was up at your buddy Chris's and dropped off a load of logs. And I was like, well, what the heck? Why didn't you bring them to me? He says, you wouldn't want these logs. He says they were pretty big.
My brother lives right across the street, so he dropped those over there, and I help him. I'm a good brother.
Okay, Chris, so with all of these irons you have in the fire, you still have time, though, to heat your house with wood.
Yeah, we love the wood. It's what Joe says. He has the hottest shower in, he says Trumbull County.
Yeah, you better
maybe
believe
Johnson. Ours is pretty hot, too.
Northeast Ohio.
Northeast Ohio, right.
Does all of your family participate with the firewood and feeding the furnace?
My son has gotten into firewood a little bit, so he feeds it. In the morning, he gets up and goes out there. I did it all those years. Now he's doing it for us. He does it in the evening. Very nice. But we all of us help cut it and split it and get it stacked where we want it to be. My wife comes out once in a while, but she makes the food, so we're all good there.
Yeah. So Chris, this is a really nice place, and this special coffee that Grace made me tastes really good. So I'm going to put a link to your website in the description. Now you have online sales too,
yeah,
right?
We do, for
okay.
Sure.
So if we have some coffee drinkers out there in firewood land, which I understand there are a few of you, maybe give this guy a try on your coffee beans.
Yeah.
So you have like maybe a coupon code. We can give him one of those too.
Yeah. Let's do OWB10 for 10% off.
All right, and then that won't stay out there forever. So maybe for like the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
okay, guys. So check it out, and then if you do get any of his coffee beans, let me know how they go. And if you are in Northeast Ohio, and we do have a lot of people that follow this channel from this area, stop on in here or stop in the one in Geneva and tell them you saw them on Ohio Woodburner. Maybe you can charge them double or something, or do you have a special deal for?
Yeah, we'll probably do 10% off too. Just tell them you saw this video, and then we'll have them ring you out correctly.
That is awesome. Well, thank you for doing that. Okay, well, I think I better start hitting the road here before they get a little bit too slippery. But before I do, we have to settle on the wood that I brought you up. You know, that's I'm thinking about $5 maybe.
All right, let's see here.
Okay, good. All right, Chris. Well, let me.
Whoa! Wait a minute, Joe. Hey, you got that coffee?
Yes, it was delicious.
Probably about another $5 for that.
Oh, you're charging me for it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here you go.
can never be too careful. Let me see if this thing's real.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks for having me out, and I'm very excited for you.
Yeah,
this is really cool, and for taking the courage to step away from that teaching career. That could not have been easy.
Nope.
All right, guys. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let's tell everyone to have a
great day.
Look at you.